Whatever your health and wellness journey looks like, diet at some point is going to factor in. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Curating Simple, where I share on a variety of holistic health and lifestyle topics for you to learn from, relate to, and enjoy. My name is Alexis, and in this video, I'm going to be exploring some thoughts on diet. This is a very dynamic subject, so in order to keep my thoughts streamlined, I decided to write down some questions and my answers to those questions sort of interview style. As always, take what serves you from this video and leave the rest. By no means do I want to contribute to the noise and the chaos around the diet conversation, but I hope that by the end of this video, the insights and opinions I've shared actually help to bring clarity to you as you navigate your own relationship with diet on your holistic health journey. Let's get started with the first question, which is, what is the best diet? I don't personally think that there is a one size fits all diet that's good or best for everyone. And I certainly don't think that there's any one diet in particular that is inherently sustainable throughout the lifetime. Every individual's health and wellness needs are personal, unique, and dynamic. So I believe that everyone's approach to diet should be as well. In the past, I have used specific diets and I've stood behind them believing that they were the best diet for everyone. I no longer think that way. There's not any one particular diet that I stand behind, but personally, I think that a plant centered diet is an ideal diet to be on. And while this is a plant centered diet, this is not a plant based diet. Just because a package says that it's made from plants doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to contribute to your health. In my eyes, a plant centered diet means plants are the priority, especially fruits, but also leafy greens, fresh vegetables, and other simply prepared whole foods. And this to me doesn't mean that all animal products are off the table, whether that's meats or dairies, but it does mean that these foods are consumed intentionally, typically in moderation, and in a way that our body can process it efficiently. Question number 2. What are 2 common misconceptions about diet? The first misconception is that calories and a few specific nutrients are all we need to take into consideration. For example, think of the things that you see on a nutrition label, like carbs, fats, and protein. These are things that we tend to think of and consider when we are going on any particular diet or when we're just trying to watch what we eat and maybe be a little bit more intentional about the foods we're consuming. These are the things we're taught to care about and to consider, but the reality is that there is so much more to nutrition than just these. Some things that are worth mentioning, and this list is not exhaustive, but these are, I think, some of the more important elements of nutrition that many people often don't consider or realize are a big factor in their health and wellness. And these are hydration from food, micronutrients, the chemistry of their food, and the ash that's left behind after the body has processed it, enzymes, the energy of the food, as well as the simplicity of the food or the meal. The second misconception I think is worth mentioning is that many people think a fixed approach to their diet is going to yield isolated results. For example, diets for weight loss, clear skin, hair growth, fertility, etc. Every person must think intelligently about their body's needs and how any particular changes to their diet will impact their current condition of health. Question number 3. How can someone determine their current condition of health and specific needs of the body? One of the most common things somebody will do when they're trying to get to the bottom of their health symptoms is to get their blood work done. This can be helpful as it will lend some insight to things that you may be deficient in, but I want to give a little word of caution that it's important to do your research if you intend to take supplements to bring up any deficiencies that you might find in your blood work, because you really want to be sure that the supplements you're taking are in a form that your body is able to utilize optimally. To take it a step further, be sure to address any problems that may be taking place upstream, so to speak. It's not always about consumption, but also things like digestion, absorption, utilization, and elimination. Another tool that can lend lots of insight into your current condition of health and help you to determine if any of these upstream points are involved, as well as specific needs of the body, is lymphatic iridology. I do intend to make some more videos about lymphatic iridology to help you utilize this tool on your own. In a nutshell, iridology gives us a way to look at our irises, which change in color, depth, shape as a reflex to what is going on in the body. So the eyes literally are the window into our health. They help us to see what is going on in the body genetically and in the tissues and systems. By interpreting the patterns, markings, and colorations of your irises, you can have a better idea of the next step forward to take on your health journey, as it really tends to piece together some of the puzzles in a way that's going to help you target the root cause of some of the symptoms that may be presenting for you. Taking all of this into consideration, how can someone plan their diet to help them achieve their health goals? The cycle of natural healing is a framework I came up with as I observed myself naturally cycling through 4 phases while on my detox and holistic health journey. This framework helps you create a personalized strategy for your diet that meets you where you are in your current state of health while bringing you closer to your health goals. Because this framework holds space and actually encourages fluctuation in diet, as well as tending to other non physical aspects of your health and wellness, it can be used to propel you forward in a sustainable way. The 4 phases of this cycle are nourish, cleanse, rebuild, and maintain. Once you've gone through the 4 phases of this cycle, you are free to repeat it, making adjustments to help you reach those goals again in a sustainable way. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about this cycle of natural healing, be sure to check out my other videos on the topic. Lastly, what are my final thoughts on the role that diet and food play in health and wellness? From the cradle to the grave, food is a primary pillar of health and wellness. Essentially, our diet can help us to maintain or cultivate thriving health, or it can gradually diminish our health, which over time and over generations, that effect is compounded, which is why we see younger and younger people dealing with more health issues and more severe health issues as time goes on. Food is meant to supply the materials that build up the body and the fuel for it to function optimally. When we realize this, we can think more intentionally about which foods to include or exclude in our diet at any given time, as well as understand how food choices of the past have brought us to where we are in our health currently. With this perspective and understanding, we can intentionally and strategically utilize food to help us reverse conditions of imbalance and poor health and make advancements toward vitality and resiliency in our health and wellness. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know that this can be a tricky subject to talk about. It can be a challenging part of our health journey to navigate at times, but I hope that this video brings you a little bit of clarity and insight into how you can approach diet in a way that is better and best for you. I truly want you to feel your best in health and wellness and in life. I hope that you feel encouraged to take a simplified approach and to really honor the needs of your body and not feel pressured to stick with any one specific diet. If you have any diet or health related questions that you would like me to make a video on in the future, I invite you to leave those in the comments below and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss these videos on related topics. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and you'll see me in the next video. Take care. A desperate get my health back journey. I don't even know what I want to say. I'm trying to bring the words together to diet. That. I wish I could just say everything in one take, but this is so hard. Okay, let's see. So as I don't know what I want to say. Nah. No.